is Christy with Texas Women's University Fitness and Recreation in partnership with the Health and Wellbeing Initiative, here to bring you some meditation. So I hope everyone's feeling well today. We're just gonna start out our session today with just kind of taking stock of our body and what's going on. So I invite you to get nice and comfortable. You can sit up, you can lay down, and then we'll stand up and do a little bit of movement, and then I'll guide us through our meditation today. So just take a minute, maybe you turn your palms up and allow your eyes to close down. You don't have to sit any specific way. We're just gonna take a moment to scan our body and scan our breath. So just allowing yourself to breathe in your normal breathing pattern, and just allow yourself to observe what that feels like. Does it feel shallow or deep? Do you notice any certain part of your body moving, maybe your chest or your belly or your shoulders? Give yourself a moment to scan from the top of your head, down your body, all the way down to your toes, and just check in. See if you notice any areas that feel relaxed or tense. If you notice maybe one side might feel a little different from the other, just give yourself permission to acknowledge whatever it is that's going on and try not to judge whatever that is, just becoming aware. Take a nice breath in and out, just a few more rounds of breath. Just sort of taking stock before we get started so we can see what we felt like at the beginning, what we might feel like in the middle, and then we'll notice how we feel at the end. So trying to just allow yourself to be. There's not anything you need to correct. Just breathing here, in and out. In and out with the breath. Continue to scan head to toe, just checking in. Notice where you might need to give yourself some grace. Just be gentle. Notice what you might need and give yourself permission to be here in this space. Nice. All right, and if your eyes are closed, you can start to open them back up. We're gonna come to stand for a few minutes and work out some little kinks before we get started. That's what I always like to do, just a little bit of movement. So I'll just kind of shake the hands out. Give them a nice little shake like you're trying to get some water off of them. You can shake them out to the side, out in front, up overhead. Maybe you squeeze your fingers really tight and release. And we'll do that all the way down and around. Nice. Squeeze tight and then like flick your fingers out like you're trying to flick something off of them. You might feel a little bit of warmth in your hands and your arms after doing that. All right. Just let your arms relax now at your sides. Make sure your feet feel nice and firm, so about hip distance apart with the feet, and maybe we shift from side to side, sort of feel the difference, putting weight in one foot and then the other, and then try to kind of balance that out in between the two, and then you can shift backwards and forwards on your feet, into the toes and into the heels, and then find a place of balance in between all of those points of the feet, the front part of your feet, the big toe mound, all the way across to the pinky edge side of the foot, along the knife edge side of your foot, the pinky edge side to your heel, and then try to spread that weight through the heel. So your foot's kind of like a tripod, but there are those 4 points, the big toe mound, the pinky edge side, and then the outer edge of your heel and inner edge of your heel. When you press down into those points, it kind of activates the arch of your foot, which an arch is the strongest natural structure. So even if you're standing barefoot, if you ground down through all those points of your feet, it strengthens the arch in your foot, and that can help like kind of align and strengthen your legs and maybe relieve some pain you might start to feel if you balance too much on just one part of your foot instead of spreading that weight out evenly. So let's try to stand with our weight evenly distributed, hips over the heels, shoulders over your hips, so you feel a nice little bit of alignment there and engagement. And we're going to start to shrug those shoulders up, scrunch them up towards your ears, and then roll those palms forward, squeeze your shoulder blades together, relax them down. And we'll do that a couple times, so starting to turn the hands as we scrunch up, roll the palms out, back and down. See if you can find that center point of your chest and lift it up just a little bit. Exhale down. Try to pull those low ribs in, so even though you're kind of lifting through your chest, you don't want to splay out through your ribs. So keep those integrated here as we roll those shoulders out. Nice, and we'll go the other direction. So scrunch them up, bring them forward. You can even turn the backs of your palms towards each other and reverse. So just find how it feels good for you. Just moving, sort of becoming aware of where one side might feel different from the other, and just breathing into any areas of tension, allowing them to dissolve. Nice, and we'll reach back, up and forward, so making a big circles with the arms here. Nice, feel the breath, feel that stretch. Good, and we'll go the opposite direction, bring them forward, up and back. Couple more times that way, forward, up and back. Good. Last one. Nice. We'll reach up and over, so go to whichever side you want to first. Push your hips in the opposite direction, so if you're reaching to the left, push your hips to the right. Continue to ground down through your feet, and maybe you squeeze your glutes here. Good. To the other side. Shift those hips over. Feel that nice stretch all the way down the arm and the side of the body. Nice. And then just to continue with that nice relaxing and releasing of the arms and shoulders, we're just going to do a little bit of a twist. So keeping those feet planted, just allow your arms to swing. Let them be heavy, kind of like the arms of an empty coat. They're just kind of dangling and swinging. They might start to kind of slap your body. That's okay. Just let those arms relax. You can close your eyes. This is a nice little feeling of freedom here when you close your eyes and you just allow your arms to swing as you gently twist. I like to keep my glutes engaged to protect my low back as I kind of move into this twisting motion here. And then you can start to slow it down. The arms start to come to stillness. And then just allow yourself to find stillness here, breathing, feeling your feet planted into the ground. Gently feel the crown of your head like it's being pulled towards the sky as your feet root into the floor. Squeeze your glutes here so that you're not swaying your back too much or you're not slumping too far forward. So you want to stand up nice and tall. Feel your shoulders starting to relax away from your ears. Just a few breaths here, just noticing how you're breathing in this standing position. Noticing what might be going through your mind as you're here. Just becoming aware, gently becoming aware. Nice. Good, and we'll come back to a comfortable seat. So that can be in a chair, you can be on the floor, whatever feels good. You can sit on a cushion. There's a balance ball in here, so if you like to sit on a balance ball, those are nice too. They help keep your core engaged, but you might not want to do it for too long, but it's nice to practice every now and then. We're just going to do a few more movements while we're here seated, and then once we move into the guided part of the meditation, I will invite you to lay down if you'd like, or you can stay sitting up. So whatever feels best for you today. But bring the hands onto the legs. So even if you're in a chair and your knees are bent, you can just place your hands on your knees. And we're going to inhale. As we inhale, we want to bring the chest forward through the shoulders and tip your tailbone up. You can even look up if it feels okay. And then as you exhale, start to round your spine. So we're tucking our tailbone down, starting to round through the vertebrae, chin towards the chest, round the back here. So we're doing a little seated cat and cow. Inhale, tip the tailbone gently back. Pull the chest through the shoulders as you gently squeeze shoulder blades towards each other. Feel an openness through your throat and the front of the body. Exhale, round the spine. Just a few more rounds at your own pace, so you can move a little faster or slower, whatever you need. Pausing where you feel any area that you need to breathe into or that might feel particularly nice where you are. So either way, if you're feeling a little funny spot you need to breathe some space into, or if you're enjoying the stretch somewhere, you can pause. Nice. And coming back to a nice comfortable seat here. So allowing yourself to get into your most comfortable position where you can feel relaxed but uplifted. So if you're laying down, that's fine, but you don't want to fall asleep. So if you're comfortable, you can close the eyes down, or if you're laying on your back, maybe you place an eye cover over your eyes, and just becoming aware again of what's going on in this space. So allow your attention at first to be noticing what's happening around you in the space that you're in. So maybe you hear traffic outside or wind blowing. You might hear a wind chime. I'm hearing the AC blowing in the room I'm in. So just starting to sort of notice what's going on around you. Listening to those sounds. And then allow your attention to move to something a little closer to you. Maybe you feel air blowing on your skin. Maybe there's a fan on in the room you're in and you feel that air brush your skin, or you feel the weight of your clothing as it touches your body. Allow yourself to become aware of where your body meets the floor or the chair that you're sitting in. Seeing if you can allow yourself to relax into the floor. Letting yourself go, just letting the weight of your body relax. You don't have to tense anything or hold your legs up. Just let them release and relax. Relax your shoulders. Maybe you begin to become aware of the breath again as it moves in and out of the nose or the mouth. If your nose isn't stuffy, I encourage you to breathe in and out of your nose, but you can always use the mouth if you need to. See if you can become aware of the breath moving all the way into the body. Feel your belly move with each inhale and exhale. Maybe you also notice the back, the breath breath is not just an in and out of the belly. The back also expands, the low back, behind the ribs and the thoracic area, even up into the throat, all the way around the neck. Can find movement and motion with your breath. So just notice where you feel yours, how you feel it move. Letting the eyes relax. In and out with the breath. Seeing if you can slowly begin to lengthen and deepen your inhales and exhales. Allowing yourself to take deep, full breaths. So before, when we sat down, we just noticed what our breath was doing. And now we're going to gently try to do a little bit of manipulation by trying to lengthen our breath. Lengthening the exhales and the inhales. It's a way to calm your body down. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which allows your body to rest and digest. That's what they say, and it actually does. It brings blood more into the core of your body instead of the extremities of your body, so it does start to activate digestion. It signals to your body that you can rest, that you are in a safe place. Allow yourself to take nice, deep, long breaths, whatever comfortable length is for you. You don't have to force anything major, but maybe just lengthen it out by 1 second or 2 seconds for a few rounds. And then continue to add a second or two until you feel like it's fully expanded, deep and full. Bringing that awareness and attention into your body. So noticing the breath, expanding the belly. Maybe you can even hear the sound of the breath as it moves in and out of the nostrils. Seeing if you can allow the gaze, even if the eyes are closed, to be gently uplifted. So if you need to take a moment to open the eyes and lift them up, what I like to do is hold my thumb up and out in front of me and look at my thumb. Imagine that I'm staring at a mountaintop far away in the distance. And then I gently close my eyes down, leaving them uplifted. And then let my hand come back to rest. Breathing in and breathing out. Giving yourself permission to stay in this space and with your breath. But also remembering that it is the nature of our mind to think and to analyze. So being gentle with yourself, if you notice that your mind has wandered, that's okay, it's its job. But just gently bringing your attention and your awareness back into your breath and your body once you've noticed that it's drifted off. So the gaze being uplifted is another tool that we can use to keep our mind from drifting. If the eyes are down or kind of at the normal level, they can be drifting into daydreams if they're down. Also, when your eyes are kind of on the horizon, on that regular sort of plane, is a signal of being in sort of the analytical thought process. So that can be where we start to think about our grocery list or what things we have to do. So uplifting the eyes can help bring our awareness to higher states of consciousness. So once you feel like you have kind of expanded that breath a little bit more, I'm going to invite you to use this technique that I'm going to show you today, which is a very simple technique of counting as you breathe in and out. So we'll do a few rounds of this together. I'll instruct you on what to do, and then I will be reminding you to do this, but I won't be counting with you because you will be starting over depending on if you notice your mind wandering or not. So with each breath in and out, you'll count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 10. So inhaling 1, exhaling 2, inhaling 3, so on and so forth. So if you do notice that your mind wanders and you've lost count, you just start back over at 1. And we'll do this a few rounds. So you may make it to 10 or you may not, that's okay. It's just a practice. We're just here to practice, so it just helps us become aware, to be mindful, just to notice what's going on. So getting comfortable. If you want to lay down, you can lay down. If you want to sit with your back against a wall or in a chair, find a comfortable place. Inhaling 1, exhale 2, inhale 3, exhale 4, inhale 5, exhale 6, inhale 7, exhale 8, inhale 9, exhale 10, inhale 1, exhale 2, inhale 3, exhale 4, inhale 5, exhale 6, inhale 7, exhale 8, inhale 9, exhale 10. Starting over at 1, counting each inhale and exhale at your own pace. And if you notice that your mind has wandered, gently bring it back to your breath. Starting over at 1. Breathing in and breathing out. Allow your body to relax, releasing any thoughts that aren't serving you here. Inhaling, exhaling. Checking the gaze, even if the eyes are closed, gently allow the eyes to be lifted. Breathing in and breathing out. Counting each breath in and out. Gently bringing the mind back to counting if it's wandering. wandered off into thought. And being gentle and kind to yourself if you do notice that your mind has wandered. You're doing everything just right. Inhaling and exhaling. Now, if you're ready, I invite you to release the counting. If you feel that your mind has calmed down enough to let go of breathing and counting your inhales and exhales, and gently allowing yourself to relax into this calm state. Sometimes when we get very relaxed, our breath does get a little bit more shallow. So if you notice that your breathing is just very soft and gentle here, but you feel relaxed and comfortable, enjoy that. If it helps you to continue to count, you can hold on to that for a few moments. I'll just remain silent. I'll give you one more reminder to scan your body, check in with the eyes, and I will remain silent for the next few moments here. Palms come together, allowing the thumbs to rest on the sternum, that bone in the center of the chest here. If the eyes are closed, you can keep them closed. If you're laying down, you can stay laying down, or you can sit up. Pausing here, noticing how you feel. Notice your breath, your body, your mind. Just checking back in, seeing if there's any shift or change. Pausing here for gratitude. Sometimes it's easy to forget that we have so much to be grateful for, even when things seem a little crazy out in the world. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to share with you, for the space to practice in. I'm grateful for the internet connection that brings me to you and allows you to access these videos, not just meditation, but all of the Group X and Fit and Rec videos here for you, and the online schooling that you're able to do to stay safe. I'm grateful for the knowledge I have to share with you, time out to share with me your time and your energy. Even though you're not here right now, I am definitely encouraged and inspired by your presence here with me online, even though it might be in the future. It's truly a joy, an honor, and a blessing. And to that I say namaste, which means the light, the love, and the truth in me sees the divine light, love, and truth in you, is honored and inspired by that. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. Please let me know if you have any questions or comments. I hope that you take any good feeling you felt after this practice and bring it into the rest of your week, your day, your month, and your year. Share it with those who you come in contact with by even just smiling eyes. Sometimes when we have our mask on, you can't see our faces completely, but smile through your eyes, give a wave, and send that on. Have a great day.